All right, we are back. It's been a week, going on 2 weeks. Decided to take the last week off. No big deal. I was like, you know what? There's some stuff going on, and Stanley Cup's going on, NBA playoffs are going on. I was like, you know what? Let's take a week. Let's regurgitate everything, kind of get back in the flow of things, and we're back. Welcome to Beyond the Spread. I am Bryce Baderis. Follow, comment, like, subscribe, follow, whatever you got to do. Let's get those numbers up a little bit. I love you all. If you're watching, thank you. Thank you. Where are we going to start? Let's start with NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. The first 3 games have been, let's say the first 2 games, actually. The third game that happened the other night, last night, or Monday night, whatever it was. I don't know. The days are starting to blur together. The more you work, the more you do things, the other things happen in life, days start to blur together. So you start to lose track of, did I watch that game Monday night or did I watch that game Tuesday night? It was Monday night. First game, amazing. Oilers go down to Florida. Or no, they're in, what the fuck? No, they were in Edmonton, game 1 and game 2. Game 1, I mean, the beauty of that play in overtime. I mean, you see McDavid. I'm not gonna try to act like I know hockey at all. I don't know I barely know the terminology. Offsides, icing, high stick, bad check, tripping, goal, pass, assist, all that kind of shit. I understand that. That is I literally just named you everything that I could think of off the top of my head about what I know about hockey. That's it. But that assist that McDavid had to Draisaitl in overtime, game 1, at home, have to win that game. You have to at least win one of the first 2 games. You win that one, you're like, all right, we can fucking hang with these guys from Florida, the Panthers, whatever. Just a beautiful in, out. I mean, the videos, it's just beautiful. It was a beautiful assist, beautiful goal. Arn Bobrovsky, the Panthers goalie, beautiful goal. Game 2, double overtime, and the Panthers coming out on top. It's like, if you're Edmonton, in my opinion, you're like, all right, whatever. We should have fucking won that game. We let some opportunities slide. We had overtime, and then the second overtime, and then the Panthers just end up pulling out. Fast forward, we get to game 3. Happened Monday night. It just was an ass kicking. Florida is so fucking good. Again, I don't know hockey. I'm watching the playoffs. I'm not watching the regular season. I'm kind of picking up on what other people are saying, all that kind of stuff. Florida's just crazy good. They are just dominant. They are playing, I would say, hockey to a top tier level. I mean, they're on the verge. If they win this series, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we're talking dynasty. Are we talking a Florida Panthers dynasty in hockey? Unheard of from my perspective. I mean, I know Florida for Miami. I know Florida for Disney World, Universal, Epcot, Orlando Magic, Miami Heat, Dolphins, Jacksonville Jaguars. But when you think, it's like Florida's been in this spot for the last 4 or 5 years. They've just been not crushing, but they've been like, oh, they're a year out, they're 2 years out. They won the President's Cup. They get to the finals. They win the finals last year. Now they're like, we're about to go back to back. Like we're slowly, we've seen the blueprint. We built the blueprint, and now we're making the fucking blueprint happen. We're building this motherfucker from the ground up. Dynasty in the making, maybe? Look, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I would love to get ahead of myself and be like, let's just crown Florida. But here's the thing. I'm pulling for the Oilers. I want McDavid to win. I want Draisaitl to get a cup because McDavid is the chosen one. He's a prophet. He's the one that you look at him, you're like, he skates better than everyone else. He's faster than everyone else. He plays defense at a good level. I mean, he does everything to perfection. Him and, I mean, you could throw Cale Makar, maybe not to that level, but, I mean, it's McDavid. It's fucking McDavid. Who else was I thinking of? I'm such a loser for not even knowing this. I'm such a fucking loser. Cale Makar. Oh my God. I'm a loser for this. Nathan McKinnon. God, I'm an idiot. But McDavid and McKinnon, they're both, from watching this playoffs, from watching these last round, I mean, I think it's McDavid. I think McDavid's 1-1. I'm going McKinnon 2-1 if we're drafting, and then after that, I really don't fucking know. But Those two are the best in the world right now, and I'm glad we get to watch McDavid. And again, I want him to win because I think he's the chosen one. McKinnon got his, whatever. He's there. McDavid needs this cup. He needs this cup to cement it in legacy for future generations. Because when you look back and look at these games and rewatch these games, you're going to be like, there's fucking McDavid skating down the ice, faster than everyone else, better than everyone else, smooth as butter with his stick and that puck. Again, I'm not going to act like I know what I'm talking about. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing from my perspective. But the Panthers are really fucking good. It's a must-win. It is a must-win Game 4 for the Oilers. Down in Florida, you have to win. You have to win. Because if you win, we're going 7. If not, it's like, 3-1 doesn't look good. It does not look good at all. Doesn't look good at all. Because if you go down 3-1, it's like, all right, Panthers kind of got some room to flirt with. They got a room to fuck around, maybe whip it out, say, hey, look at this. And then it's like, oh, shit, they put that shit on the table, and they're going to try to close it out in Canada. Now, let's spin it the other way. Can I see Florida I can see either team win. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, can I root for Florida? The only reason I'd be rooting for Florida, and this is because of fuck Canada kind of thing. It's not like I hate Canada. I've been to an airport in Canada. I've never fully been in the country, but it's like, let's keep it in the USA. You know, you guys created this game. You guys won it for years and years in the fucking, 70s, 60s maybe. It's always been up north. Last 40, 50 years that hockey's been around, it's always stayed down here in America. That's the only reason I'd be rooting for the United States is to keep it here in America. Because it's like, I'm not saying fuck Canada, but it's also like fuck Canada in this in this part. You know, it's like I want to keep the cup down here in America. That's my NHL talk. Again, I want to see the Oilers win just because I want to see McDavid get one. I want to see Draisaitl get one. But it's also like Canada still can't win the big one. You know, they get so close, they can taste it, and then it's like, let's pull this back. This is America. That kind of thing. NBA Finals. I've been stewing on this one. It's a hot button topic right now with the NBA Finals. Make it feel like the NBA Finals. I've listened to podcasts about this. People are like, it's like, you know, we all know it's the finals. We all know what they're playing for, all that kind of stuff. But when you think about it later, think about those early I'm 27. Okay, I don't remember MJ playing in the finals. I was born when he won his last one. I remember Braun playing in the finals. I remember Kobe playing in the finals. Those San Antonio Spurs teams in the finals. You see the court, the script, the finals in cursive, or the big-ass trophy that's way too fucking big for the court, but it's on there because when you look back at it and you see these pictures or rewatching these games of Game 4 from the 2005 finals, it shows that it's the finals. Like, I don't want to turn that on and be like, am I watching a regular season game or am I watching the fucking finals? Okay? I want the court to have something on it. I get the money, the advertising, YouTube TV, HelloFresh, fucking, I don't know what the other one is, but it's like, just make it look like the finals. Make it feel like the finals. And then the internet bullied the NBA and Adam Silver into putting like the trophy that's like, it's not even, it's a fake trophy on the ground. I don't even know what to call it. It looks like a hologram. It's one of the ads they put on the court that you can like change every 10 seconds up and down the court. The internet bullied him into fucking putting that on the court. Look, here's my thing. Yeah, that probably took, an engineer 30 minutes to make that trophy and put it on the court, whatever. The NBA is worth billions and billions of dollars. These NBA teams are generating millions and millions, close to billions of dollars a year, okay? Don't be cheapskates. Block out a piece of the court on one end and the other, opposite ends, catty corners. Cut it out. I know you can make some wood. I know there's fucking wood people that know how to make special wood that can put them in place the way the regular court is now. I'm not explaining this well, but you know what I mean. Cut that out, match it up with the other pieces of wood, and put the finals on it in cursive. Put a trophy there. Put something there to make it feel like this game actually matters. Now, watching it, we all know it matters. But again, for future generations, hey, who won the 2024-2025 NBA Finals? I don't know. Let me go look at this game. It doesn't say it's the finals. It has to be on here somewhere. Oh, look at this fake picture of the finals, the Larry O'Brien trophy on the court. Oh, it disappeared 5 seconds later? Fine. I just don't get it. I understand the advertising. I understand the money in part of it all. But it's like, that's a fucking car coming out through my window. But it's like, come on, fellas. Figure this out. It's the NBA, worth billions of dollars. Figure it out. Put something on the court. Please. Please, please, please put something on the court. Second note, before we talk ball about this game. Because Game 4 is tonight. Game 4 is tonight. I didn't want to get to this point, okay? I did not want to get this point. Mike Brain calling the game, love it. Doris Burke and Richard Jefferson just doesn't do it for me. It just does not do it for me. When I hear Doris Burke and Richard Jefferson, I'm thinking Philadelphia 76ers versus, I don't know, some mid-team. Like the Sixers versus, I don't even fucking know what mid-team. The Nets. There we go. Sixers versus the Nets. You know, an early ESPN Saturday night game during the regular season. That's what it does it for me. I'm like, okay, cool. Doris Burke, Richard Jefferson, regular season game. Nets, Sixers in Philly. Game 45 of the season. It's like, all right, that hits right. I miss Mark Jackson. I miss Jeff Van Gundy and Mike Brain all being together. Because when you listen to them through the years of calling the finals, they just hit home. Mama, there goes that man. Jeff Van Gundy saying some stupid shit. Let him cook. All this kind of shit. Like, I miss it. I miss it. Look, I like Doris Burke. She's probably one of the female casters. I don't think I have to say that, but she's one of the GOATs. I respect her in that sense. I respect Richard Jefferson, but it doesn't feel big game-esque to me with this crew. I stand to be a skeptic, okay? I have my own takes. I have my own opinions. But it's like, it doesn't feel right. Give me Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy just for the finals. They can come out of retirement. They can sign, a 2-week contract, 2.5, 3-week contract just for the finals. That'd be amazing. I'll get off my soapbox on those two issues. Let's talk some ball. Thunder up 2-1. Going to Indiana tonight. Lions 5.5. Over under 22-26. I like the under. Let me tell you why. And I also like the Pacers. Going home, it's not a must-win. It's one of those games where you really look at it and you're like, I feel like the Thunder are going to come out cold tonight because this is the way they trend. They beat the shit. They lose. Then they beat the absolute shit out of you. And they're going to come back and make it competitive, but they're still going to lose. This will be one of their games where they don't lose on a buzzer beater. They're just going to kind of get outworked. And I hate saying that because the Thunder defense is phenomenal. Depth, the 9 players that they play consistently, they all play elite defense. So that's kind of why it's hard for me to say. I like Pacers plus the 5.5, and I like the under of 226. I could be wrong about both of those. We'll never know until you watch this because this is going to come out. Literally, I'm going to post this in 20 minutes. Role players play better at home as well for Indiana. I mean, they need their guys to step up. They need those, they play kind of the same way the Thunder do. They play 8 to 9 players total, 4 or 5 off the bench, and they just rotate. I mean, but here's the thing. If the Pacers want to win, the usage and the minutes for Halliburton have to go up. I understand. You don't want to wear him down. You don't want to tire him out. This is a professional athlete who is in extreme great shape with cardio. That motherfucker can run for days if he wanted to. I need more Halliburton. If they want to win this series, they need to have Halliburton out there more. They need Miles Turner to knock down those open threes, and they need Nesmith to fucking stroke the ball. Okay? That is all you need. Again, easier said than done against this Thunder defense, but I think it's possible. I really, really think it's possible, and I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for Game 4 tonight. Thunder are dominant. Like I said, Shai won MVP. The supporting cast is crazy. We've talked about this, but it's actually ridiculous. If you look at, I can't believe I'm bringing this back up. I can't believe I'm going back down this rabbit hole. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, whatever the fuck you want to pronounce it, the cast that he had versus Jokic, it's not even comparable. I mean, the Thunder are 9 to 10 deep. The Nuggets are maybe 5 deep, 6 deep at max. Russell Westbrook, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, nevertheless, depth is important. Let's build it around that. I think the key for this Thunder team to win the series and potentially win multiple series going in the future, winning multiple finals, it's Jalen Williams. At this point in time, because he's going to get paid this next year. In this offseason, or I don't know if he has one more year on his contract, Jalen Williams has to give you 20 and 4 to 6 a night, 24 points, 4 to 6 assists, and he can pull down some rebounds if he wants to. That doesn't matter. You got fucking Chet Holmgren and buddy from the New York Knicks from last year. I forgot his name. Jalen Williams is the key to that team. Sure, Shea can go for 35, 40, but if Jalen Williams isn't playing well, they're not going to do shit because then you're asking Chet Holmgren to step up and give you 25. No shot. It's possible when all three of those three core guys for the Thunder, when they are playing to a level that they're supposed to be playing, and as this deep trio that they're supposed to be playing, this core group that you're building generational teams on, they have to show up night in and night out. Sure, you can have off games in the regular season. This is the motherfucking finals. You have to play good every single night. That's it. That's all I got. Need more Tyrese Halliburton. And I hate that the internet, if you're following sports stuff and you're following sports Twitter, all that kind of stuff, it's the Halliban. We're the Halliban over here. But ESPN calls him the answer or the equation or some shit like that. It's no, that's Halliban versus Shea Gillis. I don't even know what they call him. But some terrorist. I don't know. But Jalen Williams is the key. Again, Shea's phenomenal. I love him. Actually, I don't love him, but he's phenomenal. And I'm giving him his flowers. He's phenomenal. Deserved MVP, all that kind of stuff. Still foul baiting, whatever. Foul merchant. Doris Burke even called it out. So it's he is a foul merchant. Nevertheless, Jalen Williams is the key to the success for this Thunder team. When he plays well and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander plays well, Chet Holmgren can kind of do whatever he wants. He's going to give you the boards and the rebounds and the blocks and the defensive side of the ball. But Jalen Williams, key to the Thunder success. Golf. Let's talk some golf. We have some other sport. Oh, my gosh. I totally forgot to look at this stuff. Let's look at the golf. Oakmont. U.S. Open. It is going to be, I think it's going to be incredibly exciting. I just want to check, see if I missed anything real quick. Incredibly exciting. What else we got? Basketball, football. Rockies are terrible. Got it. Oakmont, U.S. Open. They said, they interviewed players, the golf brands that are club sponsorships and all that kind of stuff. Like TaylorMade was out there, Callaway was out there, interviewing their players that they sponsor, all that kind of stuff. They're like, what would the average golfer shoot here? And they said on the front, 100. And they were being completely serious because these professional players who get paid millions of dollars, win millions of dollars, can't even get out of the rough. The rough has to be, I don't know, a foot deep, 8 inches maybe. They can't even get the ball out of there. When you see the videos, I've been watching a lot of the, the YouTube golfers where they're Oakmont's incredibly challenging, all that kind of stuff. And they're looking for their ball in the grass. They're like, I have an idea where it's at, but they can never find it because the grass is so thick. So can you imagine these tour players trying to get the ball out of the rough? They're hacking at it just as much as we are, and their hand control and their club speed are twice as good as ours, if not fucking 10 times better than ours. So the best players are going to win here. The people who hit the ball the straightest, the people who can putt the fuck out of the ball. I saw one comment where one of the players was like, we're basically putting on glass at this point, the way the greens are rolled out and all this kind of stuff. Scotty's the favorite. He's the heavy favorite right now. I love it. I'm okay if Scotty wins this. It'd be fucking amazing. Bryson is also on the leaderboard. I like Xander. Brooks has been really quiet. I feel like he's due for a round just to play out of his fucking mind. And then obviously Rory. I don't think Rory's going to do it. Rory's been all over the place. He shot an 81 last week or on Monday, one of the two. He revealed that in some interview yesterday in a press conference. He shot an 81 on Monday. Leads me to my next thing. Players under par. This is from DraftKings. I mean, the winning score to me is going to be between because par is 70 at this course. I think the winning score is going to be between 1 to 2 under, maybe to 3 over. It is in that sweet spot where you're either going to have an incredible round and kind of let it trickle throughout the entire weekend, or you're going to hang in there and just hope everyone else is shooting like par or 1 or 2 over. That's kind of where my head's at. So players under par, 3.5. This is day by day. 3.5 plus 175 via DraftKings. 2.5 plus 130. 1.5 plus 105. If I'm really looking at you with a straight face, I don't think it's going to be 3.5. If it is, it's not going to last long. 2.5 is kind of my sweet spot right there. I think we're going to get 3, maybe 3 people under par, but it's going to be, again, 1 or 2 under. 1.5, I think, isn't. I think 1.5 players under par is kind of the sweet spot. It's plus 105. I love that. I think that is probably one of my locks right there. The other one I love. I was scrolling through DraftKings the other day, kind of like, we got round matchups, all this kind of stuff. Who's gonna make a hole in one? It's fucking crazy. Is it gonna be a course record shot? It's like plus fucking 25,000. I don't think so. One that I love, absolutely love, because there are some short par 4s in this course. Now there is that fucking long par 3 that it's like what? 289 yards on a par 3. It's like, get out of here, man. They're all hitting driver or a 3-wood, or they're going to lay up. Like, it's ridiculous. Nevertheless, albatross, meaning par 4, 2 shots, or fucking par 5, 3 shots. Or that's eagle, 2 shots. I don't know, whatever. Par 4, 2 shots. There's a couple short par 4s. I think it's 14 or 15 where it's a par 4. You can get it up over the hill. Greens on the left, right over the hill. Plus 1,400, 10 wins you 150. I love that. I'm hammering that. I might put fucking 25 on it. $25. That's responsible gambling for me. I'm broke over here, but nevertheless, we're winning some money. I love the albatross bet. Plus 1,400. That's it. That's all I got for Oakmont. I think it's Scotty. I think. Don't get me wrong, the top players are going to absolutely ball out. Bryson, for sure. Let's see. Xander and Brooks are kind of due. Rory, one that kind of snuck up on me was Tony Finau. I kind of looked at it and I was like, that's some really, really good value right there. Again, I'm a Ludwig Åberg fan. I think he's going to play really well. It's those top guys. When it comes to majors, it's always the top guys. I think it was a new person or someone new to win a major is like minus or plus 300, and a person who's already won a major this year is like I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Minus 250 for no one new, a new person plus 300. That kind of thing. Whatever. Oakmont, though, the way they're hyping this course up, the things that I've seen online, the YouTube videos that I've watched, it's going to be tough. I feel like I feel like I'm going to watch the Masters. Like you're setting aside time to go out of your way to watch Oakmont this weekend, the U.S. Open. You're setting aside time to be like, okay, I got to watch some of this, just see how fucking crazy it is and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be really good. NFL news. Jair Alexander released by the Green Bay Packers. That one kind of shocked me because he's a fucking all-pro corner, so let's see where he goes. I think the Vikings were trying to talk to him, if I'm being honest. The other big one, Aaron Rodgers finally signed a 1-year deal with the Steelers. It was worth like $10 million, I think. Him, DK. Before he signed with the Steelers, the Super Bowl odds were plus 4,000. After he signed with the Steelers, still plus 4,000. I'd like to see an Aaron Rodgers primetime season come back. I think we're far away from those days. I'd love to see it. I'm not saying it's not possible because I think he's a great quarterback, if not an all-time great. Flirt's probably around top 15, maybe, just based on just the talent he has and the arm capability that he has and all this kind of stuff. But I'm excited. I'm excited for it because I think that elevates that Steelers team to another level. It has to be better than Russell Wilson last year. It has to be. Him and Justin Fields last year were terrible. But yeah, I'm hoping for the best just for Aaron Rodgers. I think he's gonna be fine. Again, Mike Tomlin knows how to win with anyone and keep it above 500. So adding Aaron Rodgers, an older Aaron Rodgers to the team, definitely gets you an extra game or two. I feel like it has to. What else? Oh, there was one other thing. And then we got, this is Bleacher reported this. Rockets, Spurs, T-Wolves, Heat, and Knicks have trade interest in KD. Fire truck passing. Give me 1 sec. Which way is it going? Jeez, they are rolling down that street. Where's KD going to end up? I don't know. I'd be okay if he came to the Nuggets. I think it's going to be Rockets. T-Wolves would be very interesting because that's Anthony Edwards and Kevin Durant with Julius Randle. I think you have to give up Julius Randle or Rudy Gobert to get KD. I don't think so because KD's on, the latter part of his years. He's had the Achilles. He's had, some injuries here and there. But I don't think he's worth that much. At least I don't think so. But it's going to be an exciting offseason in the NBA. Windhorst talked about it. Shams has talked about it, that this offseason for the NBA is going to essentially be nuclear is what they were talking about. So I'm excited to see where big-time players go. I'm excited to see what they have to give up to get these big-time players and everything that's going to ensue. That's beyond the spread. That's it. Anything that shit grinds my gears? Do I have anything that grinds my gears? Just traffic. Traffic really just grinds my gears. If I'm being completely honest with you, are we in the circle of trust right now? Fucking traffic is the worst. Colorado, figure it out because I-25 is horrible. I-25 is horrible. Unless you're leaving your house or coming home at 3, 4 in the morning, hopefully sober most of the time, no traffic at all. But man, when you come home at 1 p.m., fucking noon, highway packed. If you're obviously rush hour, but it's like those middle of the day times where you're like, oh, no one's on the road. I can be up and down in 15, 20 minutes from wherever. That's my timestamp. But up and down, 15, 20 minutes from work, easy. No, it takes me fucking 45 to get to and from every time. Figure it out. Obviously, I'm jumping on the toll lane, HOV. I have to. I'm not going to lose my mind in traffic. Are you kidding me? Fuck that. There's already enough bad drivers. I don't want to get road rage trying to get around these drivers. And hills, man. If we have to drive up more fucking hills and people don't step on the gas while you're driving up a hill, you're stupid. I'm just going to call you out right now. If you don't know how to drive up a hill, not even like a fucking mountain that we have here, a hill, a baby hill, step on the gas a little bit and learn how to merge into your own lane. If you're coming onto the highway, learn how to merge. Throw that blinker on, give it a little gas, and go. I get it. If you have a shitty car, fine. Merge, slowly get up to speed, fine. But I see Benzes, fucking brand new Toyota 4Runners, Subarus. Step on the gas. Get after it. Let's get to where we need to be in a reasonable amount of time. That's it. That's the shit that grinds my gears, man. That feels great. That felt like a therapy session right there. Beyond the spread. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what your thoughts are. Appreciate it. Till next week.